Let me tell you a story about a young man named Yusuf, and a billionaire who taught him that money is not the problem. Yusuf was 24 years old, broke and exhausted, but not because he worked too hard, it was because he wasted too much time. Every morning, Yusuf woke up already tired, not from work but from scrolling through his phone. His phone decided his mood before the sun even had a chance. He believed he was smart, he believed he deserved more, but as he would soon learn, belief doesn't pay the bills. One night, while working the late shift at a quiet hotel, Yusuf was standing behind the reception desk, watching the TV in the lobby. A man appeared on the screen, a self-made billionaire, once poor, once homeless. Now, he was powerful, respected, almost untouchable. Yusuf shook his head and whispered to himself, "If I just had his luck, my life would be completely different." Just then, a voice answered from behind him. Luck had absolutely nothing to do with it. Yusuf turned around, his heart jumping. Standing right there was the man from the television, the billionaire. He smiled, not a proud, flashy smile, but a calm, knowing one. It was the smile of a man who had already survived his worst days. "You look tired," the billionaire said, his eyes scanning Yusuf, and not the good kind of tired. Yusuf was speechless. He didn't know what to say. The billionaire glanced at his expensive watch and continued, "You have 1 hour, sit with me." They sat in the quiet lobby, the silence stretching between them for a moment. Then the billionaire asked one simple question, "How do you spend your day?" Yusuf, trying to sound impressive, answered confidently, "I work hard, I rest when I need to, I plan big things for my future." The billionaire nodded slowly, a thoughtful expression on his face. "That," he said, his voice quiet but firm, "is exactly why you're poor." The words hit Yusuf harder than any insult ever could. The billionaire leaned forward, his voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. "Everyone talks about money," he said. "They're obsessed with it, but I only talk about one thing, time." He explained that money is a byproduct. It follows discipline, and real discipline is measured by how you treat your hours, minutes, and seconds. "Poor people kill time," he said, his gaze intense. "Rich people invest it." Then he told Yusuf a story. "Imagine two men," he began. "They both clean the same building. The first man only works when his boss is watching. The moment the boss turns his back, he's on his phone, slacking off. The second man, however, works as if the owner of the entire company is standing right behind him even when no one is there. He takes pride in his work. At night," the billionaire continued, "the first man goes home and complains about his job. The second man goes home and studies. He tries to learn a new skill. He fails quietly. He learns slowly. He doesn't tell anyone what he's doing. 10 years pass. One man is still in the same building, cleaning the same floors, complaining about the same problems. The other man, he owns the building." The billionaire paused, letting the story sink in. "Pain is unavoidable in life," he said. "It's coming for everyone, but you get to choose when you experience it. Most people choose comfort today, and as a result they suffer forever. They take the easy path now and pay for it with a lifetime of regret." Then he pointed a finger at Yusuf's phone, which was sitting on the table. "That thing," he said, his tone turning serious, "is stealing your future. Every notification, every endless scroll is a tiny theft of your potential. If you don't control it, I promise you, someone else will control you through it." Yusuf felt a surge of defensiveness. He tried to explain his big plans, his dreams, but in 5 years. "I'm going to," the billionaire stopped him mid-sentence. "5 years is a lie," he said bluntly. "It's a fantasy that lets you be lazy today. Truly successful people don't get lost in distant dreams. They ask one simple question every single morning: what can I do today that will compound and grow by tomorrow?" He stood up, ready to leave. He took a pen from his pocket and scribbled something on a napkin. He handed it to Yusuf. On it were 5 rules. 1. Wake up at the same time every single day, no exceptions. 2. Spend 1 hour a day learning a valuable skill. 3. Read every day. Anything, just read. 4. Kill your excuses immediately. The moment you hear that voice in your head making an excuse, shut it down. 5. Track your time like you track your money. Know where every minute goes. Do this for 1 year, the billionaire said. Do it quietly. Don't announce it. Don't post about it. Just do the work. He looked Yusuf directly in the eyes. If nothing in your life changes after 1 year, he smiled, you can find me and blame me for everything. And with that, he turned and left. The next year was brutal. It was the hardest year of Yusuf's life. He woke up early even when his body screamed for more sleep. He studied marketing and coding when his friends were out having fun. He faced failure, rejection, and was completely ignored. Every single day his mind begged him to quit, to just go back to the comfortable, easy way. But one sentence echoed in his mind over and over, comfort now. Pain forever. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, Yusuf began to change. It wasn't an overnight transformation. It wasn't magic, but it was permanent. He was forging a new identity, one small, disciplined action at a time. 1 year later to the day, Yusuf stood in the lobby of the same hotel, but this time he stood differently. He carried himself with a quiet confidence. His posture was straight, his eyes were clear. As if on cue, the billionaire walked in. He stopped and looked at Yusuf, a slow smile spreading across his face. You look expensive, he said. Yusuf smiled back, a genuine, earned smile. I'm not rich yet, he replied, but I'm no longer poor. The billionaire nodded, a look of deep respect in his eyes. That, he said, is how wealth really begins. So remember this story. Money doesn't change people. It just reveals their discipline or lack thereof. The world doesn't reward your intentions or your dreams. It rewards your execution. It rewards what you do, day in and day out, when nobody is watching. Master your time, and money will have no choice but to chase you. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, make sure to subscribe for more content to help you build a better future. See you in the next one.